I'm Sara Bonavita. I am a writer. I do freelance modeling and I like taking pictures. As a writer, I tend to write a lot of love stories or poems. Typically, my writing schedule is a little scattered. I don't have a set schedule, so I just try to write whenever I can. I'll sit down in my favorite coffee shop and I'll just try to get as much out as I possibly can in that moment. But when I'm in public, I kind of feel that pressure of like, I brought my laptop here, I have to do something, and then I focus in on it. So my book is... it's like a self-discovery romance novel. It is very emotional and a lot of it is very personal to me and stuff I've been through, and also just pieces of other people in my life, and it means like a lot to me. And you know, it has places I've been. It's very personal, but at the same time its own thing. I deal with writer's block by listening to music. I feel like that kind of inspires me a lot. Typically, I do have some songs that I revisit. Listen to those pretty often, actually, because like they resonate with the story a lot. But sometimes I do hear a new song and it actually changes up my take on the chapters. I originally had this one song that reminded me of this one chapter I wrote, but I heard a new song that I thought fit better, and I actually changed the chapter based on that. So music actually is a really important part for my writing process. My favorite book is probably The Little Prince. It's just, it talks about so many different things and it's just extremely emotional. There was like this one chapter with the fox, and the fox kind of talks about it's hard to gain attachment to people without loss. So you kind of have to go into life expecting to like love people and lose people. Personal style is kind of like a mix of things, but I tend to lean towards like earthy colors or dark colors. I like sweaters, I like high-waisted pants. That's like half my wardrobe. So I do love to go thrifting. I do that a lot because it's like the best way to find cheap and really nice, unique clothes. I would say stay away from those like overpriced boutiques. Go to like Goodwill, maybe Salvation Army, something like that, because it's a lot cheaper and you'll find a lot of unique things there. So what draws me to Brooklyn is, it's actually funny because I used to hate Brooklyn. When I was a kid, I used to just, I don't know, when I would go there, I just didn't really like it. But then as I got older, I started, you know, exploring more, and I realized they have a lot of stuff that I like. The coffee shops, the restaurants, the food. I think there's interesting people. I love just the way it looks. Pretty much everything. I just love Brooklyn. I'd like to move there. A great coffee shop, I would say, well, of course the coffee. That it has to be good coffee, and then I love the atmosphere. So I like places that are like a nice size. I like natural light. I like it to be kind of quiet, but like also kind of friendly. My favorite coffee shops are usually like that, like when they recognize you and they're just like homey. Cafe Grumpy, that's in Greenpoint, I believe. That one's really nice. There's Say Coffee, Hungry Ghost Coffee. There's just a lot. It's hard to even go through them all, but I recommend definitely going to Brooklyn for the coffee.